and welcome to Frank Talk on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Rausan Pereira. To talk about the COVID-19 situation in West Bengal and to talk about the measures the state government has taken and why it is important to observe the lockdown, I have with me on this edition of Frank Talk the charming MP from Jadavpur Constituency in West Bengal, Mimi Chakraborty. Mimi, welcome to Rajya Sabha TV.
Hi, Frank. How are you? Thank you so much for getting me here.
All right, so tell me about your thoughts and about COVID-19 and how it has impacted West Bengal, India, and the world as a whole.
Right. Actually, the situation here is first of all, none of us in the entire world was ready for this situation, right? And then when it started and people thought that this will not affect us, this will not come to us, this is not that harmful. But can you imagine, I don't think that the entire nation has seen a lockdown of the entire world. It's like the entire world has lockdown. So it's very serious, and I would plead everybody to take it seriously, like not going out of their houses, just by maintaining self-hygiene and not to go in crowded places, avoid what shouldn't be done and listen to what the government is saying.
So maybe why is it important for the people to abide by the laid down rules? And also, what does the lockdown mean and why they should observe the lockdown?
See, lockdown, I will request everybody to listen to one thing, that lockdown do not take it mentally. It can be like this lockdown, you can think in a way that this is for the betterment of us, so that we don't get infected. We can flatten the graph of coronavirus as soon as possible. We all know that the entire nation lacks the amount of ventilators, amount of places, amount of hospitals, because the rate in which the coronavirus spreads is more than anything. From 10, it becomes 50. From 50, it becomes 500 in just 3 to 4 days. So if we always say that we want to do something for our nation, we want to do something for the people, we want to do something for our family. Now it's really a time for us to do something actually, by just doing nothing and sitting at home and listening to what the government officials, the doctors, the municipal corporation, the health staffs are actually pleading to us for that. So we have actually, I will say that we have the luxury to stay at home. But the people who are working round the clock for us, they don't have the luxury to stay at home. They are treating us, they are working for us. At least we should think about them and stay at home.
That's a very important point that you raised about, the work done by the essential services. What is your message to the essential workforce and the staff associated with the times right now? We are, of course, in the comfort of our homes, but those people who are going out there and doing the work and putting their lives on the line.
I just want to salute them, actually. Like, sometimes I really get emotional about the incredible work that the police is doing, the incredible work that the hospital, that the doctors are doing round the clock. We are the social workers who are cleaning our dustbin, who are cleaning the roads, who are sanitizing our houses, sanitizing our buildings. I really feel emotional because there are a group of people who are working relentlessly for us, and again there are a group of people who think that क्या होगा, घर पे बैठने से क्या होगा, चलो बाहर चलते हैं, थोड़ा सा क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, थोड़ा सा घूम के आते हैं बाइक पे. So I really feel sad because of this mentality, like the doctors have family, the doctors have their parents, the doctors have an entire group of people waiting for them, but they cannot go back to their house because after working from hospital, they're going to the quarantine centers so that they don't infect their family. Can you imagine the stress, the pain they are going through? If by staying at home we can lessen it a little bit, I think we should do it. And the police, incredible work they are doing. They are going from door to door. They are serving food in this scorching heat. They are standing in the sun so that people do not overcrowd. And people are misbehaving with them. This saddens me somewhere, with the mentality that people have.
On the other side of all of this, we have the good Samaritans as well, people running community kitchens, community delivery services, where they're helping out the animals, they're helping out the people, who are old and who are sick as well. So anything that comes to mind immediately for you as far as good Samaritans are concerned that you would like to share?
Of course, see, there are definitely two sides of the coin, good and bad. Of course, we have a percentage of good people in our society. That's why our society is thriving and has a positive atmosphere and positive upbringing, I guess. So, if we ignore the negative and concentrate on the positive, is that there are lots of people. I was just sitting in my balcony one day, and I was just seeing like five people, two of them they're not from some, I can see, make it out from their face that they don't belong from such a well-to-do family or something big they came in a bike, they have two big bags with them, and they just came out, and there were some dogs on street, so they were feeding them and calling them and then giving them water in the sun, and then they left. And it really touches my heart again at some time, to help people, to stand beside them. It doesn't need that how much amount of money you have in your pocket, just you need a good heart. And again, at the same time, I see some videos that they are cooking food, they are giving it to people, then they are opening their houses, they're opening their hospitals, offices for people. So it really, of course, there are good people also, they're doing their bit in the way they can.
Absolutely. And talking about doing their bit, how have you contributed in this difficult time, in this difficult situation? Anything that you would like to highlight, that you would like to talk about?
See, Frank, I really don't want to say something which I have done for my people during this crisis. I really don't want to highlight that because I don't want, because at this point of crisis, as a human being, above all, I guess, not as a MP, not as a politician, not as an actor, I think as a human being, what I am doing is something I am supposed to do. And I don't want to highlight that, but I just want to say that, yes, there are like 500,000, 3,000 packets which are being made every day from my office. And my office has started a service that like we have some old age people, we have our senior citizens at home, like our grandfather, grandmother, who are probably living alone at their houses, and then they cannot access to medicines or access to household stuff in the interior of villages. So my office is directly reaching them, sending them their medicines, their supplies and everything. And from today onwards, we have started an ambulance service which is for pregnant women who during this crisis there are there are lack of drivers, right? So we have a personalized team. So we have got this ambulance which will take the pregnant woman to the hospital, and they will even bring back the baby and mother with proper care and sanitization back to their house, because the child will be feeding mother's milk. So we don't want any sickness. We want the child to thrive in positivity and in good health. So this is a service we are starting from today itself. And yeah, that's the thing which is going on. I think we should all extend our helping hands to everybody.
Absolutely. Tiny drops make an ocean, and everyone must do what
Definitely.
they possibly can to try and make a difference at a difficult time like this. But, talking about the lockdown, Mimi, how have you been keeping yourself busy? What is it that you've been doing? I know you've been staying indoors. What's the lockdown done for you?
See, actually, I had traveled to London for my shooting, that everybody knows that. And after I came back on 18th, and that time it was like a peak of corona, like the virus which was spreading, and the first case in Calcutta was also from UK. So the people were paranoid. People were panicking, and this, according to me, I guess, according to me, above all, being a responsible citizen of India, it was me that I should have quarantined myself, and I did. And within 3 to 4 days, the lockdown happened. And during this lockdown, lockdown, what I did is like I was having this conversations, and my office was actually my phone that I was operating from my office, because I had shut down my office for like good 14 days because I didn't want any people to come, because that time it was severe. So I was always on this conference call talking with 5 people, calling up my friends and calling up my friends I know, that if they can extend some help, and I'm thankful to all my friends, my brands, who are also helping us in a great way. People I know who can help, so I'm calling them up if they can give us like do bodi chawal and dal and aloo, and then I also have this NGO of dogs, and so their medicine supplies and their food, because there are at least 300 dogs and 100 cattle and cats and lots of animals together, so they are also being taken care of. And then the place where I stay, there is a ground where are like 20 dogs which lives there, so my staffs are at regular basis feeding them, giving them water. So yeah, these things are going on. I'm monitoring the staff, and yeah.
Okay, so that's how you're keeping yourself busy really at this time of
Yes.
lockdown. So you spoke
Yeah.
about panic and paranoia and how there is a lot of it
Yeah.
really as far as the society is concerned. How do you believe
Right.
that we can reassure them, send out a positive message to them, and let them know that there is no
Mhm.
need to go into paranoia?
Of course, I will request everybody that there is no need to be paranoid. There is no need to panic, because the more we panic, the more we stress our brain, the more we think that what we are doing, what will be done, what will be the future. So I will request everybody one thing at a time. So at this time, we are requested to stay at home. At this time, we are said to maintain health and hygiene and take care of ourselves and the people we can extend help to. So I think let's take one at a time, and not to think that we have to stay at home, or we are like, we are confined in a home jail kind of, we cannot go out. Let's not think in that way. Let's think in a positive way, that we have always complained that we don't have holiday, we don't have enough time to spend with our family, we don't have enough time to finish a book, we don't have enough time to at least pray to God. Time nahi milta hai yaar, time nahi milta hai yaar. We always say this thing that we don't get time for anything else in life. Now I think we have got a chance to spend some quality time at home, finish our books, learn something, learn new words. At least I will tell everybody that everybody has some skills within themselves. Let's nurture them. Let's write. And if nothing to do, at least in this lockdown, in this 21 days, what you have done, I'm doing that. Like, mark this 21 days from 1 to 21, and from 1 to 21 you write what you have done. I am also writing what I had in my breakfast, and what I had in my dinner, and what I skipped, what bad food I had when I didn't work, and when I am working. I'm writing every bit of it. So if we engage ourselves in productive way, I think this lockdown will not hit our mind. But at the same time, if we are concentrating on the Facebook posts, on some WhatsApp forward messages, which is happening, somebody's saying something, somebody's forwarding a video, I would strictly say that do not focus on that, and only listen to things which the government is focusing, and listen to things which the organizations, health organizations like BBC is focusing, like WHO is focusing. I think we should focus there.
Absolutely. Talking about the government, what has the government of West Bengal been up to really? What have they been doing as far as COVID-19 is concerned, and trying to deal with the pandemic?
See, we all know, and what Mamata Banerjee, our respected CM, is doing is something unmatchable and unthinkable. She's down in the roads. She's going to visiting every hospitals possible. She's meeting every doctors, everybody, and now she's not taking anybody around her. She's not taking any ministers, any member from the parliament, any political party. She's going all by herself in one car, going and meeting people just to boost their self-esteem, just to boost that their CM is with them. She's even going to the vegetable markets, she's marking the places, she's telling people to stand in this distance. And I think what she's doing in this ground level is something unmatchable. We cannot match this. And also this coronavirus, which the pandemic, which is a worldwide pandemic, which has created such insane deaths, which we have seen so many deaths in the entire world. I think this is a point where beyond politics, we have to think beyond politics, we have to think beyond division, we have to think beyond caste, creed and religion. What we have to think is how we can all together survive this condition. That's all we can think, and that's all what Bengal is thinking. That's all what the people of Bengal are thinking, and that's why we are maintaining whatever is possible and said by the government in every possible ways.
I think that's a very valid and a very important point that you're making on the program right now, where we have to rise above divisions, rise above party lines, really, and all come together as one and deal with this as a whole. Only then will we see the desired results that we need and that we want.
Definitely.
Taking the discussion forward, Mimi, what is the biggest learning for you from all of this? What is the biggest lesson that you have learned in the time that you've got to introspect at home as well?
See, I won't say lesson. I will like to say, Frank, it's a realization. Is that the realization to coexist, the realization to remember that we are nothing but human beings, the realization to the fact that we are also scared of something may put us to an end. This is a realization, we as a human have not cared about our nature. We as a human have not, we always spoke about pollution, but actually when it was a time that we could have, it was in our hand. I'm not speaking as a politician, I'm speaking as a resident of India or a citizen of India, or a person who wants to keep the nature intact, or an animal lover. So we didn't really care about anything around. We only cared about our how we can earn money, how we can make ourselves popular, we were always into this rush game of being popular, being famous, being whatever we can bring to ourselves. It was a selfish thing which we're always thinking of ourselves. But now I think the realization is we alone cannot survive. We survive in togetherness.
Absolutely.
We survive in togetherness, and if we are not together, we cannot survive.
Oh, I think that's a very, very interesting and a very nice way of putting it, really, and a life lesson, really, for everyone there. But, Mimi, you're a youth icon, you're an icon for several, lakhs of women out there in the country today. Is there a message that you would like to give out to young girls, to the youth, and to women as a whole generally? Because difficult times are ahead of us. What is it that you would like to tell them?
Well, Frank, I would like to tell everybody who are watching me right now, I'll just tell that we together can do wonders. If we have belief and faith in ourselves. See, people might think that me sitting here and telling these things are very easy, because she might have an easy path to go. But trust me, I didn't have an easy path to go. It was not a cakewalk for me. And especially when you are a woman, especially when you are a young politician, especially when you come out of your comfort zone and represent yourself in a way people are not used to getting represented in that way, because politicians has a different, you think how politicians are. So you have a different picture of them and how, in fact, we young people come in front. So breaking these things are really hard, but I am not here to break anything or break any myth. I'm just here to do my work. And I have full faith in myself that I can do along with everybody here with me. So I will just tell all the women out there, just never and ever lose faith in yourself. You are bigger and above everything. And if you decide in your mind and especially in your heart, then you can do something, then you will of course be able to do it.
Absolutely. And I think there are difficult times ahead, Mimi. So, as
Of
far as the
course.
youth are concerned, they're one concerned about jobs, they're concerned about unemployment. Is there a
Right.
plan for them? Is there a plan for them? Do you have something in your mind that you would like to leverage as a member of parliament for the youth of this country, especially those who are concerned about jobs, unemployment, and those aspects?
See, Frank, like frankly speaking, like I will just like to get it very clear that at this point of time, I'm just taking one thing at a time. I think that if all of us survive this situation, we will definitely sit together and plan something for the future. Definitely, because I am an actor, right? And I am also a politician. An actor, for an actor, the money comes on working basis. We work per day, we get per day. If we are doing a film for 3 months, we are getting paid. If we are not working for 6 months, we are not getting paid. My money comes from my acting, not from my politics. So yeah, that is also a point of my concern, that what will happen to my industry? What will happen to the technicians who are not being able to work on daily basis because their wages are on daily basis? Same happens with me. So yes, of course, that tension, that worry is always there. And of course, if we survive this, and I'm sure we'll survive this together with a positive thinking, and when we survive this, of course we'll all come up with a plan which will be like suitable for all of us, including me.
Absolutely. And what's the best way forward, do you think, over the next few days? Let's not talk about way too much in the future, but maybe over the next 10
Right.
days or next 1 month or so, where we get into a difficult and a challenging time. What is the best way forward?
The best way is calm your mind, lessen your anxiety, think that the days will pass very soon, think positive, be positive, and yes, that's all I can say during this time. And also I would like to say, my little request to everybody is like, there are people who are doing their bit, there are people who are helping out, there are medical staff, police staff, everybody helping out. Please help them. Don't keep like put a burden on them. I'll just request that bit.
And for all those people who are not taking this entire issue so seriously, something that you would like to tell them, and, also ensure to convey to them that how important the lockdown is.
So I would like to tell them one thing, that why are they not taking it seriously? Are they waiting for themselves to get infected and then they will infect 10 people, and that time they will say, oh my God, why did I go outside? Are they waiting for that? I will request them, like, there is nothing called that it will not affect me. India probably have thought like it will not happen to me. I'm just giving an example. But now people are affected, right? Now ventilators are full. Now hospitals are full. Quarantine centers are full. I think people should think about themselves, that if they are affected, they will affect 5 other people, probably their parents, their mother, his daughter, his son, his wife. So why to take the risk? Prevention is always better than cure. So do not think negative. This is all for our benefit and our good. So please listen to the government and listen to the medical staff, listen to the health organization. I think it's for our betterment. Please do it. And please stay at home.
And before I let you go, Mimi, I'd like you to send out a message to the people of West Bengal, a short message in Bengali.
আশা করি সবাই সুস্থ আছো, ভালো আছো এবং বাড়ির ভেতরে আছো, আর আমাকে বাড়ির ভেতর থেকে শুনছো। সবাই সুস্থ থাকবেন, ভালো থাকবেন এবং মাথা ঠান্ডা রাখবেন, আর আমরা সবাই মিলে একসাথে এই পথে এগিয়ে যাব।
All right, then that's it on this edition of Frank Talk. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time.